Picture this, a world without words, without language. Can you imagine how confusing and chaotic it would be? Yet, at one point in our distant past, this was our reality. So how did we get from there to here, from grunts to grammar? Welcome to Learn with Miral, where we'll unravel the mystery of how language evolved. We'll embark on a journey from the earliest forms of communication to the complex language systems we have today. Are you ready to travel back in time and explore the origins of language? Let's dive in. In the beginning, there were no words, only sounds and gestures. Our ancestors relied on these rudimentary forms of communication for survival. Imagine a world where every grunt, growl, and gesture held a crucial message. Here's food, danger lurks, or follow me. In the vast, untamed wilderness, our early human ancestors had to rely heavily on their ability to communicate effectively. Every successful hunt, every fruitful gathering, and every moment of social cohesion was underpinned by the need to express and understand these crucial messages. Over time, these basic forms of communication began to evolve. Gestures became more refined, and vocalizations grew more complex. These were the building blocks of what we now know as language. The development of language wasn't just a luxury, it was a necessity. Communication was a matter of life or death, and over time our brains began to evolve to meet this vital need. The study of language evolution is challenging, primarily because spoken words leave no fossils. But there are clues hidden in our bones and genes. Now, let's imagine our vocal tract. It's the highway for our words, right? Well, changes in this highway, like the descent of the larynx, might have played a role in our ability to produce a wide range of speech sounds. And it doesn't stop there. Our genes also hold secrets. You've probably heard of FOXP2, often dubbed the language gene. While it's not the whole story, variations in this gene are associated with speech and language difficulties, suggesting it played a role in language development. Across the globe, researchers are unearthing fossils and analyzing genetic data, piecing together the puzzle of our linguistic past. It's a bit like being a detective, but the mystery is millions of years old. These clues offer tantalizing hints about our linguistic past, but they also lead to more questions. Imagine the thrill when the first meaningful word was spoken. But how did we get there? Let's venture into this fascinating journey of piecing together the birth of words. Imagine early humans experimenting with basic sounds, trying to express their thoughts and emotions. Maybe a certain grunt was used to signify a food source, or a unique whistle was used to warn others of danger. These rudimentary sounds over time might have evolved into more distinct and meaningful words. But how did this evolution occur? One possibility is through imitation and social learning. Early humans, much like us, were social creatures. They learned from each other, imitated sounds, and gradually a shared system of sounds, a language, began to take form. Just like a child learning to speak today, the process was probably slow and filled with lots of trial and error. But with each successful communication, the language grew richer and more nuanced. From these humble beginnings, language began to take form, growing more complex with each generation. Fast forward to today, and we have a dazzling array of languages, each with its own unique sounds, words, and grammar. This journey, from primitive grunts and gestures to complex syntax, is nothing short of extraordinary. Even our way of writing has transformed, from cave paintings to emojis, and the evolution isn't over yet. Language continues to evolve, shaped by our ever-changing world. Who knows what it will look like in the future? But one thing is certain, our ability to communicate is what sets us apart, making us uniquely human. So keep talking, keep writing, and keep exploring the fascinating world of language.